Howdy, folks. Welcome back to Let's Play Red Dead Redemption 2 on the Mysterious JG. And for the first time in a little while with this series, I feel like I'm just a bit ahead of what's public and viewable because I've been getting into it, and I'm getting into a little mini marathon session here. We are going to go rob a U.S. government train, like an army train, so that we can at long last, and it seems like this really is the moment where we're planning to take the money off the train and flee. It seems like it's just set up for a disaster. And even though we keep going along and trying to support him, it seems pretty apparent at this point that it's not real clear that Dutch even wants us to still be alive. We've got quite a few characters left who do not appear in Red Dead Redemption, the game set after this prequel. I'm not real sure how things are going to turn out for quite a few of them. Let's keep going. It's weird. Quick aside, and then I'll get back to it. I'm getting into it. I'm getting into the story. That sense of dread, that sense that it's all building up to something massive, but it's a weird... I feel it more in Rockstar games than games from any other studio, though it's not really just down to Rockstar, but the forgiveness and the difficulty scale and the forgiveness of modern video games compared to what I grew up with means I'm tense about where the story's going, not at all about the mission, because I know if I screw up in the mission, it'll be like that silliness with activating the rail car and the mining car, rail car thing, and trying to, use the X button to pump and get the rail. I just fail and try again, fail, try again, fail, try again, no big deal. Like, none of the tension of getting near to the end of a game that in the old days, where it's like, oh, shit's about to get real challenging now, oh my god. I don't have any of that. But the story, I have to say, for all my bitching, the story has built up really well. I'm really want to see how this goes down. So we're going to go acquire some dynamite. Yeah, I heard you. Even the characters we're supposed to like, just if you take more than 2 seconds to do whatever the game mini objective is, they start getting on your case.
Got it. All right, let's get this done. Come on.
Get her done.
The train's on its way. So listen, Abigail just told me the money, it's hidden in the caves at Beaver Hollow. What? Yeah, so much for never hiding it near camp. Dutch was getting even sloppier than we thought.
Are Abigail and Jack ready to leave?
I think so.
Okay. Well, whatever happens with this job today, wherever Dutch and them go next, we're getting you the hell out of here. We're going to get you the money you need. Knowing the three of you got out, well, maybe all of this will still mean something. Tilly and Susan, too. I'll do whatever.
Karen appears to already be dead or
always
gone.
had my back, Arthur.
Perhaps not.
Hopefully we don't ram into something here because I can't see.
Here we go.
Because I'm doing the auto
One
follow
last train,
thing.
Arthur.
One last train.
The last train to Clarksville, and I'll meet you at the station. The game is kind of forcing us into a position where we betrayed Dutch, although it's pretty apparent blind loyalty to Dutch is probably not going to go well either. Although, I mean, Williamson and Escuela got out alive, we know that. Like, we could at this point, like, I was afraid there for a minute the game was going to tell us at this point to ditch the gang entirely and go back to Beaver Hollow and rob the gang, which would have felt pretty unsatisfying.
There you are. Got everything? Yeah? Then off we go. Off we go, indeed.
One last time, gentlemen. I got us a river boat.
Queen.
Head up to New York or Chicago and get a real boat.
Don't you
from
mean
there out
Liberty
to the
City or
tropics.
whatever Chicago was called? And
Oh, it'll be paradise, son.
It's all coming together, Dutch, just like we planned.
Is that okay with you, John? Arthur? Or do you
insist on something different.
Really?
Sounds about as good now as every time I heard it before.
Oh, Abigail must be real excited. All packed up like she is. I could just see her in the little grass skirt.
Don't talk to me, you son of a bitch.
Boys, okay now, let's keep it down.
Yeah, this is like open hostility between the gang members now, all of whom are heavily armed and keyed up.
Ah, Saint Denis. It's good to be back. Happy memories, huh, John?
Will you shut up, Micah?
That's enough. Quiet, all of you.
Because you remember John was like terribly wounded and left to be captured by the police here. In case you missed out on that point, that's what Micah's poking at. Micah, kind of an asshole. We can use our Liberty City Lost and the Damned or whatever biker riding formation here.
All right. Cleet, Sadie, you board halfway along. John, you and Arthur are gonna board at the back.
I don't know,
Rest of you,
Cleet going with
follow Mike
Sadie.
and I, and join once they stop the train. Here she comes.
Walking down the street. Was that some kind of train sound or a musical sting?
God damn it. Well, everybody mount up. We still going through with this? Of course we are.
What happened to like changing plans when we can abort? We can still abort.
Come on, Arthur. We gotta get on that train. We can jump on at the side.
It's a game mechanic you haven't used much, but it's existed this whole time. I don't know how much more we're gonna get out of this horse, so it might be time to run it to death here.
Arthur, come on.
What do you want to bet we're gonna have to fight a bunch of guys?
You okay?
Yeah.
What? We gotta push forwards quickly before we run out of track.
Damn it.
We're gonna win these strong. That's it for you.
Didn't mean to do this. Oh, crap. Just waiting for this guy to... Oh, I could have got a headshot there if I tried. Oh, I'm sorry, am I holding things up?
How you doing there, Arthur?
I'm okay.
Oh. Damn, suddenly I can't hit for shit. Come on, that's like right through his head. Yeah, that was completely sloppy.
You're dead. I gotta move. Enjoy your last moment of life.
I got him before you told me about him. Could be using Deadeye. I don't know when we'll really need that more. I have a feeling it could be relevant.
Let's get to the next carrot.
So much for sneaking on here.
You feel like ditching?
Of course not.
Well, actually I do, but I'm fighting the urge.
Let's keep moving.
Thanks, Marston.
Let's get to the front. Come on.
Got a hit.
Push up on him.
We've got guys who are mixed in with, like, the army soldiers are spawning past where our brother gang members had already advanced to.
Just like the old days, huh?
Well, just like every mission we've done ever. Got quite a few shots loaded in this rifle. Didn't realize you were still there, friend. Sorry. Didn't mean to disrespect you as a threat. Beep-boop. The movement of the train does not make it easy to line up these shots. Was he the final boss of this section? Oh, apparently he was. Oh, crap. I guess things could get worse. We've set the train on fire, and now it's going to breathe its last.
Train's on fire!
Is it?
Come on! We can't get through the smoke! Come on, let's go! Jump! Come on!
Tranquilo. Well, at least Dutch is still our friend.
Get going, Bill!
So why did you guys not jump on the train?
Get back on! Jump!
That's how this mission's meant to work for whatever reason.
Before it blows us all up.
On it!
The train's being robbed.
Lay the gun, Arthur! Sure!
No problem, man. Yeah, military always letting just desperados take over their heavy machine guns.
Hold on.
Right here on Raw.
Now get on!
Oh, Marston. Temporal paradox.
You protect that money. Land the gun, Arthur.
It's like dead money at this point, though, sir.
Whatever you do, do not stop the train. You secure up ahead, but keep us moving. I'll deal with that patrol when they come through.
Yeah, I guess the idea that we're gonna
We got a lot of riders on our tail!
I see him.
Look out on the right!
we might be seeing some dishonor points here if I
I can't take over it, Swamp!
kill a million horses.
Hey! We all gotta work together on this! Look, look.
Look out on the right!
Oh, we got a rail shooter sequence to wrap this up here.
How the hell did I get settled with you?
just gonna yell directions at you.
On the left.
Now, do-si-do. El Promenade.
Off the right.
Weep. We just killed Teddy Roosevelt.
What the hell do you think I'm doing?
Listen.
I don't take orders from you.
Well, maybe you should.
Okay, get off the gun. We need to go for the money.
Okay. You say so, boss.
Come on. The money should be in the front carriage.
Unless it's a trick trap.
Okay, quick. Let's blow a hole. Let's go. The money's in their carriage.
Oh, I've been carrying dynamite this whole time, too. That's kind of crazy.
This is better.
Blow this beautiful popsicle stand.
Blow this thing. Hurry up, partner. We ain't got a whole lot of time. Here we go.
Oh, I was supposed to ignite it. Oh, well, whatever. Okay, step.
We got something. We got something. Catch. Yeah. Wait, there's more.
Sacks of flour, guys.
Morgan, the driver's dead. This thing ain't stopping. We got to get off.
Okay, then. Let's go.
Ouch. So why did we blow up the bridge?
We're alive.
Just about.
Well, let's move.
Assuming Micah's hand-picked man doesn't betray us here. So it seems like that went fairly well.
I tried. I tried.
He didn't make it. That patrol killed him. We had to run.
Come on, let's go. Before another patrol turns up.
Ha! Ha!
Oh, well, I guess temporal paradoxes happen. We didn't really see a relationship between Arthur and Jack that would justify all this, but because I mean, the feeling, what would make sense narratively if he really wants the kid to have a father, but I don't know how many times Marston's going to get left for dead. Well, Red Dead Redemption, I would say it's a decent chance this is the end. It's the name of the mission.
They came and took Abigail. I saved Jack. We hid, but they took Abigail.
Who did?
Agent Milton and his men took her to Van Horn to be put on a boat and tried for murder.
I am sorry to hear that.
We gotta let her go. John's, well, sorry, son. Without John, she's just bait. Got a bunch of money, Dutch. She's just a girl. They won't do nothing to her.
But
Me and the boys know.
Yep.
We need to keep riding on this one, Dutch. You know it. Every man here knows
We
it.
just gonna let the boy be made an orphan?
it ain't like that.
What is it like?
I wanna live, cowpoke. I still got the choice. Dutch, it's just a girl.
You're right. Micah, it pains me to say it, Arthur. But he's right.
Touch!
Come on, boys.
He's kind of right. He's fucked up, but he's right.
Well, I guess that's that then. All them goddamn years.
Come on, Arthur. Let's go get her. You and me's all we need.
But she's just a girl.
Miss Tilly. Here. Take this. You take this money, too. Take Jack.
You're Jack's mama now.
Head landing for Abigail and Mrs. Adler.
Thank you, Arthur.
You're a good girl. You live a good life now, you hear?
No, when I called you a good girl, that was not a racial thing. You understand?
Oh, miss.
Me too, sweetheart. Me too.
This is really sad.
Be brave, son. I'm gonna go get your mama. Mrs. Adler. Ride
This
with
makes
me.
Car Battler Joe look like Duck Hunt. Although Duck Hunt was a pretty emotionally
They're
powerful
putting
game,
her on a
too.
boat. They'll probably dock at the north end of town. So I reckon we should go in the other way.
Sure, I guess. I don't know.
I don't give a shit.
God, those goddamn bastards.
Look, just follow me, okay? We're gonna get this done, Arthur.
Sadie's really kind of jumped into her own as a character in the third act, too. Spent a lot of time just...
Now he don't care if he orphans his friend's child so long as he gets rich. All this goddamn talk all them years. Seems like it was always a lie. Or he went crazy. What a mess.
Sure. Guess he began to believe he was God or something.
I don't know. I'm sorry you got dragged into this.
Well, I mean,
Us.
Listen,
it was another gang killed
if
her
you
husband.
hadn't shown up at my house that night, I'd be dead.
Red Dead and not
And even
redeemed.
This bullshit beats dead.
I thought I could find a way to get John, Abigail, and Jack out of this mess. Give them a life. Seems I left it too late.
If we could still get Abigail, maybe her and Jack will be okay.
Maybe Red Dead Redemption 1 will reveal to be some kind of fantasy that Abigail has.
Jenny, Sean,
I
Lenny,
don't remember who Davey
we have
is.
to put an end to this.
I guess some of those characters died before the story started.
An eagle flies. Another angry fool he used just like he did with the rest of us.
Like I said, Arthur, we don't need them. We're gonna make this right.
I guess
Me
we're
and
not,
you, what's left of it. Now
we're
come on.
not even thinking Dutch was ever good at this point. At least Arthur isn't. Dutch is kind of a convoluted character. It's like he's not just trying to get rich. He's got some kind of weird, fucked up ideals in there somewhere. But he is obsessed with, like, fighting the government and letting other people die for him.
Okay, here we are. Let's ditch the horses and come up with a plan.
Now we need Micah for that. Sure could use Charles right now.
How you feeling?
I'm okay.
I think you should cover me and I'll go in there and get her. 'Cause you're the better shot, I mean.
That ain't what you mean. I can still fight.
I know, Arthur, but just do it my way, honey. It's for the best.
Well,
Get up
since you
someplace
called me
high,
honey.
like the lighthouse or something. And cover me.
Kind of wondering why that lighthouse is. Come on in and cover me.
Okay.
But only because you called me honey.
Get.
Well, yeah, so I was correct. I thought that last mission was the last one that we could free roam. Because although we completed it, we jumped straight into Red Dead Redemption. Maybe the game figured if it had a mission called Red Dead Redemption on the map, you would know to stay away from it. At any rate, we're going to go up on the lighthouse. In our last mission, we got to do the fun rail shooters thing. So now the game is going to bring back shooting at people through a scoped rifle on high before this game all wraps up. And I'm okay with that, too. When we come back next time, it's Red Dead Redemption. See you then.